You ever notice how some people seem to attract opportunities? It's like money finds them, success looks for them. But it's not luck. It's the result of skill, real, valuable skill. Most people are chasing money, but money chases value, and value comes from skill. God gave all of us the ability to create. When he said, be fruitful and multiply, he was saying, produce something. Don't wait for fruit. Become fruitful. That's where abundance starts. Some people are asking God for provision, but they're running from production. They're praying for overflow, but refusing to sharpen the very skill that brings it. The people who create value don't chase wealth. Wealth finds them. The first skill is communication. Communication changes everything. It's not just talking, it's connecting. It's understanding what to say and how to say it so people listen. You can have the best idea in the world, but if you can't express it, it stays hidden. That's why so many talented people remain unseen. They think clearly, but speak vaguely. And in this world, clarity is currency. Even God spoke the world into existence. He said, let there be light. He used words, and creation responded. Your words do the same thing. They build, attract, and move things. Another skill that separates successful people from the rest is emotional intelligence. Millionaires are not people who never feel. They're people who know what to do with their feelings. A man who can't control his emotions will destroy what he builds. A business owner who reacts out of anger or fear will make poor decisions. A leader who doesn't understand people can't lead them well. When you master your emotions, you master your direction. Because how you feel influences how you choose, and how you choose shapes what you build. Then there's adaptability. Everything changes. Markets, systems, people. The ones who thrive are the ones who adjust quickly. Millionaires are flexible. They don't cling to what worked last year. They let go when it's time to pivot. Think about David and Goliath. Saul gave him armor. David said, I can't use this. I haven't tested it. He knew what worked for him. That's adaptability. Knowing what's yours, not copying what someone else's. The world rewards those who can shift without losing focus. Another skill is discipline. Discipline is not about punishment. It's about consistency. People talk about motivation, but motivation fades. Discipline stays. It's what keeps you working when no one is watching. Every great person you admire built something through repetition, through early mornings, late nights, and silent seasons. Discipline is doing it when it's not paying off yet. It's staying committed when it feels slow, because every master was once a beginner who refused to quit. Then there's sales, the most misunderstood skill in the world. Sales isn't about pressure. It's about clarity. It's helping someone make a decision that benefits both of you. If you can't sell, you can't grow. Because selling is not manipulation, it's service. It's showing someone how what you offer can solve their problem. Even Jesus asked questions before acting. He said, do you want to be made whole? He was confirming readiness before moving. That's sales. That's understanding. Sales creates movement, and where there's movement, there's opportunity. The next is focus. In a noisy world, focus is power. Everyone's multitasking, everyone's distracted. But wealth follows those who can lock in on one thing and build it. The Bible says a man diligent in his work will stand before kings. Diligence means attention, sticking with it when others move on to the next thing. The more you focus, the faster you grow. Because mastery takes depth, not speed. Millionaires build one strong bridge, but not 10 half-built ones. And then there's faith. Faith isn't wishing, it's knowing, even when you don't see it yet. It's doing your part, believing God will. It's stepping out when the outcome isn't visible. You can't build big if your mind is small. You can't create abundance if you believe there's never enough. Faith is the skill that keeps you steady when logic says quit. It's what lets you sow when nothing's growing yet. God never gives you finished products. He gives you raw materials. Your job is to work them. That's how faith becomes production. So why are these skills chasing millionaires? Because they've built themselves into magnets for opportunity. They've developed value, and value always attracts. Money doesn't chase need, it chases skill. And skill is built through development, not desire. Stop asking, when will it happen for me? Start asking, who must I become for it to happen through me? When you master communication, discipline, focus, adaptability, emotional control, sales, and faith, You stop chasing success. Success chases you. Because now you're not just hoping for more, you're becoming more. And when you become more, everything around you changes. That's how millionaires think. That's how they move. They don't pray for shortcuts. They prepare for stewardship. Don't pray for wealth until you've built the skill to sustain it. Because if your habits can't hold it, you'll lose it. So work on yourself. Sharpen your skill. Keep growing. Because when you do, money, opportunities, influence, all of it will come looking for you. You know the funny thing? Most people don't lose because they don't work hard enough. They lose because they don't listen long enough. See, God gives you clues every day, through people, through patterns, through problems. But most folks are so busy complaining that they can't see instruction hiding inside inconvenience. Millionaires hear differently. When something goes wrong, they don't say, "Why me?" They say, "What is this teaching me?" And that right there is a skill, the skill of discernment. Discernment will save you from years of unnecessary pain. It's not about being smart, it's about being sensitive. Sensitive to when to move, when to pause, when to stay silent. Because not every door is divine. Some open fast to distract you. Others stay shut to protect you. Discernment keeps you from confusing delay with denial. Now, let me tell you what chases millionaires. Stewardship. It's easy to ask for more, but can you manage what you already have? Can you manage your time, your attention, your relationships, your opportunities? God doesn't multiply what you waste. He multiplies what you manage. You can pray for overflow all you want, but if you leak, overflow will never come. Millionaires understand that. They don't ask for bigger blessings until they master smaller responsibilities. Let's talk about problem solving. Every skill that brings wealth is tied to solving problems. The bigger the problem you solve, the bigger the reward. But the world is full of people who want the reward without responsibility. They don't want to think. They just want to copy. And copying will only take you as far as someone else's ceiling. You rise when you create, and creation doesn't happen in comfort. It happens when you let frustration push you into innovation. Every person under the sound of my voice has something inside that the world needs, but you'll never see its value until you treat it like it's valuable. The skills that chase millionaires aren't fancy, they're foundational. Listening, stewardship, discernment, problem solving, consistency. But here's the truth. These skills don't just build businesses, they build you. Because before God gives you what's big, He wants to see how you handle what's small. Before He gives you influence, He watches how you treat the invisible. Before He trusts you with people, He tests you with patience. The moment you decide to grow, life will test that decision. You'll be challenged, you'll be misunderstood, you'll be stretched. But don't run from it. That's the training ground for greatness. Millionaires aren't built by luck, they're built by law, spiritual and practical law. The law of seed and harvest, the law of faith and works, the law of stewardship and increase. So don't just chase money. Build skill. Don't just collect tools. Build understanding. Because when you master skill and understanding, money starts chasing you. And when it does, when it finally comes, you'll realize it was never about the money. It was about who you became in the process. That's how you win. That's how you rise. That's how you live in purpose and prosperity. Not just with wealth in your hand, but with wisdom in your heart. That's all I came to tell you today.